Today we're going to recap a 1987 action sci-fi classic, Predator. Welcome to Recap the Movies. Spoiler warning, turn on the subtitles, and let's go. The movie starts with a general sending Major Dutch and his commando team on a rescue mission, looking for the missing cabinet minister who's suspected of being kidnapped by a guerrilla rebel group while traveling by helicopter. After Dylan, Dutch is recommended for the job. After arriving in the jungle, Dutch and his team hike towards a rebel camp. Upon finding a downed helicopter on the way there, the team stops to investigate the area. Billy, Dutch's tracker, discovers the rebels took the cabinet minister captive. Also, he finds out American soldiers were passing through, trying to track the rebels. Later on, Billy senses something behind the trees. He checks it out and finds 3 bodies hung upside down, stripped of their skin, covered in blood, and with a murder of crows pecking at their lifeless bodies. Billy looks away, shocked by the sight. In a pile of intestines under the bodies, Mac finds a dog tag with Jim Hopper written on it. Dutch, puzzled after reading the name on the tag, looks at Dylan for information. Dylan says he knows nothing about any other team. Tracking the guerrilla trail, Dutch and the team locate the guerrilla camp undetected. Dutch sneaks closer to the camp and plants a bomb on a truck nearby. He pushes the truck to the camp, crashing it into the hut, and detonates the bomb, causing a big explosion, signaling his team to attack. A deadly shootout takes place where Dutch and his team kill all of the rebels. No live hostages are found in the camp except for a frightened young girl named Anna. The team holds her prisoner. Dutch confronts Dylan after realizing they had been set up. They found no cabinet minister. According to Dylan, Dutch and his team were nothing more than pawns used to destroy the camp. He also admits to lying about Hopper's team. After they went missing, Dylan contacted Dutch. With Jim Hopper and Dylan's men dead, the team decides to go to the extraction point where the helicopter will pick them up. However, little did the team know they had been tracked the whole time by an unseen enemy who was able to see the heat signatures of their bodies. While on the way to the extraction point, Anna hits Dylan with a tree limb, trying to escape her captives. Unfortunately for her, Hawkins catches her. However, a human-like distortion shows up out of nowhere, killing Hawkins and dragging him away. Seeing Anna covered in Hawkins' blood, Pancho asks her what happened to Hawkins. She said the jungle came to life and took him away. Therefore, Dutch and his team sweep around the area, looking for Hawkins' body. While looking around the area, 2 laser blasts are fired at Blaine, the big guy with a minigun, penetrating his chest and killing him instantly. Detecting the human-like distortion, Mac grabs Blaine's minigun and opens fire. The team rushes to his aid and opens fire too. In the aftermath of the shooting, Pancho tells Dutch they didn't hit any living thing. Looking at Blaine's wounds, there was no gunpowder or bullets. When asked about what he saw, Mac, being terrified, is unable to identify the enemy. Anna, however, finds a glowing green fluid on the leaves, doesn't tell the team about it. In the vicinity, a humanoid distortion sits on a tree branch with the green fluid Anna saw earlier, bleeding from his thigh. Turns out this creature has a high-tech camouflage that bends light, making him invisible. The creature takes out the bullet from its thigh and howls in pain. Which is heard by Anna. Dutch and the team camp for the night and wrap Blaine's body in his own poncho. They also secure the perimeter with wires of flares and grenades. Mac is given first watch and is thinking about his dead friend. Suddenly, a mysterious creature charges at him. Alert and ready for the danger, Mac pulls out the knife and stabs the creature to death. The team rushes to his aid. It turns out it was a wild hog. The team laughs it up, but the laughter stops when they find out that Blaine's body went missing. Dutch is convinced the humanoid creature is not just killing them, but he's hunting them as well. So he decides to trap him in a net formed from tree vines and tripwires. Meanwhile, Anna tells the tale of a legendary demon who stalked her village. Many men were found dead and flayed. Having finished making the trap, Dutch and Dylan figure the plan won't work without live bait, so Dutch volunteers and walks near the tripwires. Something is trapped in the net, but suddenly a laser blast shoots at the anchoring log of the trap, causing it to swing and hit Pancho square in the chest, injuring him severely. Seeing the humanoid creature fleeing into the jungle, Mac runs after it, driven by the need to avenge Blaine. Dylan runs after him while Dutch and the others go to the helicopter. Dylan catches up with Mac. They spot the creature on a tree branch, so they decide to approach it silently and kill it. However, their plan backfires when Mac gets shot in the head by the creature. Dylan finds Mac's dead body and then sees the creature standing on a tree branch. As soon as Dylan points his weapon at the creature, a laser blast severs his arm. As the creature approaches, he attempts to shoot it with the other weapon, but the creature stabs him with 2 long claws, causing Dylan to scream in agony, which Dutch and the others hear. While on the way to the chopper, Billy senses the presence of the humanoid, so he decides to drop his gun and fight it with his machete, but the creature kills him quickly. Dutch, Pancho, and Anna stop when they hear the scream of Billy. A laser blast is shot at Pancho, killing him instantly. Anna picks up a weapon and tries to shoot, but Dutch kicks it off her hand and shoots at the creature with the M16. Another laser blast is shot at Dutch's shoulder. Dutch yells for Anna to get to the chopper. Dutch ends up sliding down the hill into a river. When reaching the muddy side of the river, Dutch spots the distorted humanoid splashing into the river, pursuing him. The invisibility device malfunctions due to exposure to the water, so the creature turns it off. The creature appears to be a large humanoid with advanced weapons. As it approaches a helpless and covered in mud Dutch accepts his fate and waits for the creature to finish him off. But nothing happens. The creature cannot spot Dutch due to the mud. Therefore, Dutch decides to trap the creature. He builds a bow and makes arrows of gunpowder, sets up a trap of spikes, and covers himself with more mud to make himself more invisible to the creature. Meanwhile, the creature grabs Billy's body, rips the skull and spinal cord, cleans the skull, and keeps it as a trophy. To lure the creature into his ambush, Dutch starts a wildfire. The creature shows up, invisible. As the creature approaches the fire, Dutch fires his explosive arrows at it, damaging the invisibility device. However, Dutch runs out of weapons. The creature catches him and examines his face. The creature then takes off its helmet and reveals the scary face underneath. Dutch and the creature engage in a hand-to-hand fight. The creature has the upper hand until Dutch lured him into the spikes trap. Dutch kicks the rope, triggering the trap and crushing the creature, wounding him fatally. Dutch grabs a big rock to finish the creature off, but stops after seeing its fatal wound. "What the hell are you?" Dutch says. The creature repeats the phrase, opens a panel on his arm, and activates a timer, signaling Dutch to run. The creature laughs loudly and an explosion goes off, incinerating the jungle. In the aftermath of the explosion, Anna and General Phillips see the burned forest from the helicopter. They land and find an exhausted Dutch standing in thick black smoke and rescue him. The movie ends with the helicopter flying away. What'd you think about this movie? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this recap and want more, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. If you did not like this button, please hit that dislike button twice.